Last up on member profiles, with us we have Cole Hanson. He is with Anoka County SHIP. Cole, welcome to the show. Welcome to the chamber.
Thank you for having me.
All right, let's talk Anoka County SHIP. Tell everybody out there what it is.
So Anoka County SHIP, short for the Statewide Health Improvement Partnership, is a grant-funded program delivered by the Minnesota Department of Health in partnership with a local health department, which is Anoka County Public Health. But we work with several partner agencies. So for example, I work with the University of Minnesota Extension. We have some folks at the Lee Carlson Center and even at the YMCA of the North. What drives all of our work in SHIP is that we should be making the healthy choice, the easy choice for folks in Anoka County and across Minnesota. And my job just focuses on workplaces. So we have a number of different strategies. We do a lot of different stuff day to day, but everything that happens to do with where you work is where I work here in Anoka County.
Got it. So you concentrate on workplaces. Does SHIP itself only support workplaces?
No. So like I mentioned, we're kind of all over the place. So we have strategies that focus on schools, community, mental health and well-being, hospitals, those sorts of places, and a number of strategies, healthy eating, physical activity across the community more broadly. But everything within a workplace, anywhere you work, all those strategies, I am helping to coordinate those into your workplace so we can make the workplace healthier, no matter what your business or your industry, whether it's manufacturing or service. It doesn't really matter to me,
Sure.
big or small.
Right, business is business. So you work specifically with workplaces and local businesses. What kind of work does that entail?
So typically it starts with an assessment or conversation about what the workplace strategy is right now. So some workplaces take things a little more, they already have a wellness committee, right? They already have a wellness initiative or a vision. Some do not, some are smaller. And so we kind of move into what does that wellness program look like? What does it offer? And what are we able to provide to the folks who are working there, whether it's any one of our strategies. So that could be healthy eating, physical activity, tobacco cessation, mental health and well-being, and lactation or breastfeeding support. All of those are the kind of things we wrap our work around in the work site.
Sure. All right, COVID on everybody's mind continues to be, obviously it has hit our membership incredibly hard with everything from hiring to keeping staff, getting product. We've been hearing about that one big time lately, out the door, and also getting it in the door. But all of that being more difficult. Cole, where does your work tie into those challenges?
So the biggest thing for me is that, workers don't leave jobs, right? We all hear this, workers leave their job. No. People leave their managers, they leave their benefits, they leave the environment at which they're working. A lot of people stay in the same industry, they just change who's their boss, right? So what we're focusing on is how can we make your workplace a place that's worth sticking around for? So we can focus on investments in healthy well-being. Are we looking at, what your day-to-day job is like? Are we able to engage on people's needs around mental health and well-being? Are we giving them breaks? I have a 2-year-old, right? We had to take some time for COVID-19 because of daycare closures. So are we able to make our workplaces accommodate the everyday people that work there and make it someplace that's, you want to stick around for a long time? My wife, I mentioned, we had to take time off for COVID-19 for that daycare closure. Her company went above and beyond, gave her paid leave so she could work from home or take the time if she needed it. Places that do that, she doesn't want to leave, and she plans to stay there for a long time.
Sure. All right, you mentioned a lot of different projects. I think about the larger companies that have an HR department where I could see you guys working with them really well. But we've got a lot of members that are the smaller members, 1 to 5 full-time employees, maybe 6 to 10, something like that. Is this something that SHIP can help them, or is this, I get the sense that maybe this could be just so overwhelming for them that, can they be able to manage the whole thing?
Sure. So honestly, I'm working with small businesses because it's the right thing to do. My dad, he grew up in this area, and he ran a restaurant up in Ham Lake for about 30 years. And I saw him at the kitchen table every night. He was the HR manager, he was the accountant, he was doing his legal work just to run a restaurant, right? So I get it, and that's where people are, and that's where I like to meet them, because ultimately that's where the real difference can be made. It's a real challenge to, if you're a smaller business, you don't have the flexibility a major manufacturer might, or your Targets, your Best Buys, those sorts of organizations where they have a fleet of people to help out. And there's lots of people looking to charge for these services. Anoka County is providing them to local businesses just as a part of our everyday work.
That's great. And this isn't just, you've got to be a member of the Anoka Area Chamber of Commerce to do it. You guys happen to join the chamber, and obviously our members are eligible to connect with the Anoka County SHIP program. It's open to everybody, right?
Yeah, it's open to everybody regardless of whether they're a member or not of any area chamber, as long as your business is located in Anoka County. And even if it's a franchise organization like a restaurant or a coffee shop, if your physical location is in Anoka County, we are able to work with you and your team to introduce some worksite wellness opportunities and change things up for the better.
This is huge with the resources for these businesses. I would imagine you've got some stories about some businesses that have taken advantage of the program?
Oh, for sure. Yeah, we've had some really great successes in larger big box stores. So, for example, we worked with Home Furniture on introducing a healthy snack station. When you're kind of on the job and you're working and you wanted to grab a snack, you might be tempted to visit the snack machine, grab yourself some chips. Can we make that a healthier opportunity? Can we introduce some good treats there? Anoka Conservation District, they have standing desks. Those are folks who are working all around the community, making sure our environment's nice and healthy. Well, they need a place to work too that's standing, so they're able to stay mobile, stay loose, and get their job done. TE Connectivity, they had a designated breastfeeding and lactation space. It's hard to secure those spaces, especially when you're in a tight environment or you're dealing with a lot of very specific tasks. Making space for it is really important, and TE Connectivity did that with us. So we have a lot of flexibility in what we do and where we deliver it.
All right, so obviously we're wrapping up 2021, heading into 2022 for Anoka County SHIP projects, resources, goals as you start to roll out your plans for the new year. What are those?
So starting in 2022, we're in our recruitment season right now. That just means, which I'm always in recruitment season, right? But we're bringing on partners right now to talk about and plan for 2022. So we're getting in our meetings. I'm having conversations with folks, email, phone, whatever. But we're really what's really exciting is we're rolling out our mental health and well-being strategy, which is all focused about how can we address our kind of inner selves and kind of the turmoil and challenges we've been experiencing, whether you're working from home or whether you had to go in because you're an essential worker. How can we make sure that you are okay and make it okay for you to not be okay?
Exactly. All right. You got somebody's interest out there that's watching. They want to find out more about Anoka County SHIP, how maybe they can bring those resources into their business. How is somebody interested to get a hold of you and the group at SHIP?
So the easiest way is to visit the Anoka County website. We have our entire page on there with some success stories from partners we've had here in the community. But you can also just send an email straight to our inbox. That's shipship@co.anoka.mn.us, and it'll show up in my inbox, and I'll chat with you soon.
That's great, and I encourage you to do it. All right. One piece of advice as you leave everybody that they could take into the workplace with worksite wellness, what would it be?
Honestly, it comes down to asking your employees where they are and how they're doing. A lot of people take for granted that they think they know where people are, they think they know where their loved ones or their coworkers are. Don't take it for granted. Ask people where they are, how they're doing, and see if there's something you can help out with to make their day just a little bit brighter, because that's how we make it better for everybody.
Big time. Hey, Cole Hanson, thank you so much for being with us. Come back sometime in 22. Let us know how the program is going and what other offerings you have.
Absolutely.
That'd be great. Again, Cole Hanson, Anoka County SHIP. All right, we're taking a break. We are going to wrap up this edition of the Chamber Report, and we're going to do it right after this.